くないのか、どこが良くないのか、そこまで教えてくれよ。明け方の妄想基調の逃避行と勘違いの英雄ごっこ、もう渋滞してんのどうしようもこうしようもないよな。こんなはずじゃなかったよなんて、どんなはずだったんだよなんて思えば思うほど、いやこれじゃないないあまり悪いよな。向いてないない今すぐやめてしまうか。そりゃないないいつになれば僕は主役になれるんだろうな。もう渋滞してんのどうしようもこうしようもないよな。あの頃は確かにあったんだ、描き出したものがあったんだ。いつの間にか僕は誰もが突然に始まったでたらめなシナリオの上で何かを演じるの、誰かも演じるの、そんなわけがないだろう。まだこれじゃまだここじゃないない終わりじゃないから、向いてないないなら書き換えてしまえよ。ほら大体いつもいつでもきっと主役は僕だけだろう。いつの日かバイバイ終わりは来るから拍手喝采笑顔でカーテンコール変えたい未来はここにあった思うままに好きなように。これはそうだ最底辺から駆け上がった映画のようなストーリー。誰もが突然に始まったでたらめなシナリオの上で、それは映画のようなまるで映画のようなどこにでもあるストーリー。間違いだらけの道のリーダー丸つけられるのはいくつだ。何が良くないのかどこが良くないのかそこまで教えてくれよ。明け方の妄想基調の逃避行と勘違いの英雄ごっこ、もう渋滞してんのどうしようもこうしようもないよな。こんなはずじゃなかったよなんて、どんなはずだったんだよなんて思えば思うほど、いやこれじゃないないあまり悪いよな。向いてないない今すぐやめてしまうか。そりゃないないいつになれば僕は主役になれるんだろうな。足りなくなるたび笑っ いうどこもう渋滞してんのどうしようもこうしようもないよなあの頃は確かにあったんだ描き出したものがあったんだいつの間にか僕は誰もが突然に始まったでたらめなシナリオの上で何かを演じるの誰か
My name is Eggy Drago. I am the cream of the crop. I am the yolk on top. Former VTuber, current human being? God, she's so pretty. Oh my god. It was back in early 2024 when I went to an idol concert in Japan on a whim because of my VTuber Oshi who graduated. Needless to say, I got hooked. I think we like idols. After meeting and talking to 2 English-speaking idols there, I realized every single idol has a story, be it why they chase this dream, their ups and downs, and even their future after all this. And that's what I'm here to do. To learn more about idol culture, listen and talk to idols around the world, be it from Australia to Japan to here in the US, and to give them a platform to tell their story. Every idol has a dream and a story to tell. This is IDOLEYEZ. A passionate cosplayer, dancer, and now idol, Ju joins the show to talk about her experience in the Filipino idol scene. All eyes on me. IDOLEYEZ, episode 73. Ju. It's gotta load in. It's gotta load in. Will it load in? Yeah. Whoa. Woohoo. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I am the cream of the crop. I am the yolk on top. This is mighty Eggy Drago with IDOLEYEZ episode 73 with our first guest of the World Elite arc where we interview idols around the world outside of the United States. And our first guest is, I would say, a really good dancer. Probably the #1 Hakos Bales cosplayer, a member of Muse Kiss, and a member of Zoo. This is Ju.
Hello. Hi. You are doing idol intro. What's the thing? How do people introduce themselves here?
I mean, if you want to do call and response, sure.
From me to you, from a to okay, yeah. From me to you, from a to hello everyone. I'm Muse Kisses. Ju, nice to meet you guys.
Woo. Well, thank you so much for accepting this invitation on super duper short notice. But yeah, I'm very excited to have.
Yeah.
Very excited to have a guest. From I guess my the motherland, since I am Filipino American. So
the motherland. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for accepting. I kind of wanted you on the show before I go on hiatus to go to the Philippines, so perfect timing. So
oh my god, it's an honor, honestly, to be on the show. I don't know, I've been aware of the show for quite some time. I'm just like, damn, like all these cool idols be on the show. I wonder if my group's gonna be in it, and then suddenly, oh, I'm here. So I'm really excited to talk to you today. So yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say I first discovered you because my friend Andre, who's also Filipino, he I guess he found you, or he found he found the Zoo, I think, like the pre-debut teaser, and sent it to me, and he's like, "Whoa, Filipino idol group," and I'm like, "Oh my god, wow, I'll follow." And then
oh my god.
And then with that, I followed Muse Kiss, and then I followed you, and now we're here. So.
Yay. Oh my gosh, I think I've seen an Andre somehow on Twitter, so it was like, you know him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know him personally, but like, it's just like, oh wow, that's really cool. So it's like, oh, all the Filipinos are coming together.
Yeah.
Honestly, I a very Filipino trait for people to be, oh my god, Pinoy, oh my god, Filipino, let's go. So I think that's really cool. Really thank you so much for discovering us.
Yeah. Well, let's start things off with
Yeah.
a question that I always ask every single guest. Who or what got you into idol culture / J-pop culture?
Ooh. Okay, so this is actually a whole timeline of events. So I'm down for you guys. So it all genuinely started, I think, when um I got into Vocaloid around when I was like 10 or 11-ish. So that was kind of like my first exposure into anything Japanese-ish. So like obviously my first song would be, Alice Human Sacrifice, a classic. So there's that, and then eventually I would slowly discover the rhythm game Project Diva, but I've never played it. I've just seen like the MVs on YouTube. So people would upload like the MVs for Miku, and it's like, oh my gosh, she's dancing, she's doing all these cool costumes and stuff. And coincidentally around that time Vocaloid Project Diva was also happening, and got really hooked into like, oh my god, she's dancing, I love the choreography and stuff. Eventually in this channel in cable, there's this anime channel called Animax, and Pretty Rhythm Aurora Dream was airing time, and especially, so obviously I see it on the TV, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? Why are they ice skating? Why are they dancing? Why are they dancing while ice skating? And they're doing with all these cute clothes and everything. So I think, obviously I was like instantly hooked on the anime. So eventually, I was a big fan of Vocaloid and Pretty Rhythm at the same time, and so and then eventually, this new show from the same Pretty Rhythm series called Puripara or Prepara came into the scene, and that's when I was like, wow, I saw like the performances and everything. Like the first episode really was like, wow, who is this main character? Like Lala, like who is she? Her voice is amazing. I really want to like perform like that. So I think that's how I got into like that type of aspect. I was really like back then I was really into like Love Live and stuff, but I think Prepar was really what made me like cement myself into like, wow, I love J idols. And I think from there I discovered more stuff, like more idol centric stuff. So like, yeah, Love Live, and then there's Idol Master, and then all the other etc etc. So I think that's how that Vocaloid and then Pretty Rhythm series got me into this rabbit hole, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Vocaloid is usually I'd say like the gateway for people to get into idol stuff. I think this is like the very first time I've heard someone get into like idol stuff through Prepara or Precure. So I'm like, wow, that's actually interesting.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
So
Definitely. I think, yeah.
oh no, you go first.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I think Prepara for me, I feel like it's a less known. I feel like it's one of the more, when people think about idol anime, it's usually Love Live, maybe even Aikatsu sometimes. I think it's a more common one, but there have because technically Pretty Rhythm is also really was pretty big in Japan at the time. But I think, yeah, it's in like the Western, in like the international sense, it's a very small knit community, I think. But I feel like, I think it's really fun to see like a few people who get into Prepar. It's like, oh my god, you like that too. Oh my god, me too. So I think it's really fun to like also meet other people too who like the same thing.
I see. With that, through Vocaloid, through Prepara, did you get into like any like actual idol groups after the fact?
Oh, actually, I think, um, so prepare, right? So what I learned about when I kept on the show, I got a little researchy, I went to like Wikipedia and stuff, and then I learned that like, the voice actors for the characters, for like the main six characters of the first season are actually an idol group called Iris. And I was like, oh my god, their group, holy, oh my gosh. And then I also figured out that they sang the opening, the endings, and stuff. So the whole thing was like such a mind blow to me at the time when I was like younger. And so yeah, I think Iris was, I think, one of my first like idol, like J idol groups. But back then I was actually more familiar with K-pop. I think K-pop was it was really popular back in the day, around 2010s. Oh my god. Around 2010s. And so but like, there were groups like, I think the more popular groups back then were like Wonder Girls, 21. But I think for me, the group that really stood out to me was Kara,
Ooh.
through a song called Pretty Girl. So yeah, I think that's one of the more the groups I was more familiar with. Plus, um Super Junior, Girls' Generation, that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I see.
But yeah, Iris was like more like cemented group I kind of like followed at the time.
I guess like a little bit of a sidebar, but like I do remember, I think, going to the Philippines back in 2009, 2010, and like you could see like some K-pop, like it wasn't as big as it was now, but like it was starting at that time, because like MTV,
Yeah.
they would always loop either Nobody or G.
Oh
and then-
yeah. Like I remember, I think MTV, there was also a channel called Mix, which is like the Filipino version of MTV, and yeah, just the same 5 K-pop songs just circling around. Yeah.
And then I think Super Junior they went there like early like 2010s. I do remember like them.
Probably.
I think, or maybe
I
it was.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, because I remember my friend at the time was like a big Super Junior fan. So I was into J-pop, like I was into Japanese stuff, and she was into Korean stuff. So we were just like, yeah, we just recite Korean and Japanese things back to each other. So I think I prolifically remember that. Yeah.
Going back on topic, because I mean, like, it's the first time I had like a guest from, I guess, a place that I know. So so like, what got you really inspired to step up, go on stage, and become an idol like that?
Ooh. Well, it wasn't really okay, so actually it wasn't really that direct, but like ever since I was like younger, I had this big penchant for dancing, performance, that kind of stuff. Like I've been taking ballet classes since I was 3 years old. So like I've been really aware. I mean, I've been performing ever since. I've been taking like ballet, and eventually I went into jazz. I've explored hip hop, and then yeah, I've been taking like recitals and stuff. But also in school, I've joined the junior choir around 6th grade, and then around high school I've discovered like things like cheer dance, and then I don't know if it's a thing in in American high school, but in Filipino high school, it's a very common thing for like assignments to be like skits or like plays, or like make a song about this, make a jingle about that, make a play about this and that, or like make a skit. So definitely, yeah, so I was very proactive, I think, whenever there was like a scene or like a dance or performance thing. I'd be like, what, there's a performance? I have to do it. I have to do it right now. So yeah, much like performing my whole life essentially. But ever since I think um uh college was starting around senior high, I kind of like died myself down. I had to like suppress myself a bit. I don't know why, but I think I wanted to just. I think I found like a love for art and drawing more. So I think I tended to focus more on that side of things. So I didn't really get to perform as much, but I did still enjoy all these like things. And then college came in, and then yeah, and then eventually I rediscovered my love for more music related projects such as I think at the time in college I think I discovered um Hypnosis Mic, then Paradox Live, and that's what really like sparked back my like, oh, I want to perform again, because not just like dancing thing, but I found rapping. I mean, I like hip hop. I'm a big fan of hip hop, but I think somehow seeing like hip Japanese hip hop plus anime boys was like enough for my brain to be like, you have to perform that right now. So I think that would kind of like, but unfortunately, right, the pandemic hit, so
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with my life, so I can't really do it on stage, so I just like kind of um went on this karaoke app called Smule. I'm not sure if you're familiar. So
Oh
there's a
yeah.
karaoke app called
Yeah.
Smule. Yeah, and so that's where I just came into and just like sang rap my heart, or like just rapped and learned a bunch of like raps and stuff and like songs. So yeah, I think that's how I kind of like found my way into performing, and then eventually I joined Pipa Pose, which is this. We started first as a Smule cover group, and then eventually we found ourselves on the stage somehow. So yeah, and then when I went there, yeah, it's God, performing, so much fun.
It's actually interesting because like I mean like there have been people that started like posting like vocal covers and then eventually got on stage. I think like going on Smule and like actually forming a group and then finally going on stage is pretty unique, I'd say.
To think so, I think, I don't know. I don't really hear a lot of people do that. Yeah, it's honestly it's a big roller coaster of events. So if I never like met my people pose during that time, I feel like I would have never performed. So yeah, it's crazy. I would have been here. So here I am.
um, I do want to ask, what was the origin of your stage name?
Oh, okay. So, it's actually my Twitter handle, my first ever Twitter handle when I was like conjuring up a name back in like high school. It stemmed off from a nickname I had in high school, and basically it's the French word for cheese, and I just kind of like, so fromage, right? And then I wanted to like make it sound cuter. So it's just from fromage, it was like, oh, let's make it cute. So fromaju, and then and then like one U was like taken, so I added another U, and it was still it was like, oh, it's free, so I just took that, and here I am. Yeah, but back to the whole nickname thing. It was actually a nickname I really hated, but slowly but surely, like, oh, I kind of liked it, so I've come to embrace it as my I come to embrace that nickname and then turned it into what my name is today. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean I do like the name, so short and sweet. So
Thank you. It rolls off the tongue very easily.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy to remember. But
Mm-hmm.
so it was forming that group, and then Pipa Pose, and then do you remember the
Yeah.
very first time like performing on stage with them?
Oh my god. That's like a core memory for me, definitely. Yeah, that was Cosplay Carnival 2022. That was like around March, no, April-ish. Yeah, it was around April-ish. Or it was a Sunday, or no, was it a Sunday? I don't remember, but it was like a weekend. And I remember what was crazy though is me me and Jin, one of my other member, we were from Manila, and then we're from Luzon, and then Chie was all the way in Visayas. So like the other side of the country. Basically, like imagine if like, oh, one person's in like East Coast and others in West Coast. So it's
Right.
like, how are we gonna perform, right? It's like almost impossible. So but somehow we found a way. Actually, we don't even know how we got into cos PH in the first place, because it's a very, because cosplay carnival, like the cosplay PH line of events, so they're one of the biggest, most anticipated events usually in Metro Manila, at least, or in the Philippines, but mostly Metro Manila to be more specific. And usually when they take a performers, they usually like find people who are more prolific, like people who are more active in the scene. And we were like complete newbies, like we didn't know. We were like ground up, but somehow Shie, our leader at the time, uh somehow found, like I think she emailed cosplay P, I'm not sure, to see if like, hey, can we perform here? And miraculously we got in by pure luck, honestly. I don't know how she was able to pull it off, but we're here. So yeah, and then we prepared for a bit. Like it wasn't a short notice, but we knew what to perform. And then yeah, and we went on stage. We had like, we prepared a bunch. Actually, we prepared songs from Paradox Live, since we were a Hypnosis Mic Paradox Live, like Japanese hip hop cover group. That was our like label at the time. That's what we were called. I mean, what we called ourselves. So that's what we performed. We performed a medley of two songs. We performed a be my no For My Stella by Visti, and then Stronger by Gokulak. And what was fun about that is like, the first song was more very idly. It was hip. It was like rap, but it was very idly, very cutesy type of stuff. And then eventually, Stronger was very like very grunge, very like hardcore rap, which is like a big like 360, or no, 180. I'm so sorry. And yeah, I think it was very memorable for me, because we were also like wearing like, I was wearing a school uniform, and then Shia was wearing like a Lolita outfit, and then Jin was wearing like this like naked, like this beret with like a white shirt and then like some shorts. So we wanted to prove with our performance that it was that we could um what you see is not what you expect, right?
Right.
So yeah, I think the performance is still on YouTube, so you can check that out if y'all want. But yeah, it was core memory for me. And I think that performance alone was what cemented in me that I wanted to perform. So yeah,
Sweet.
that was like an iconic performance for me, definitely.
So with that, like getting that,
Mhm.
scratching that itch and like wanting to perform more, did you have like any like more performances with that group, or like did you, like, what was the plan after?
Oh, um, let's see. We did, because I think we wanted to we wanted to perform as four at the time, but one of our members
Ooh.
wasn't able to perform at the time, because they weren't allowed to um go to Manila with us. But we planned, oh my gosh,
Ooh.
we eventually planned to, it's okay, I got this. Oh, ooh. Yeah, so we eventually planned to yeah, we planned another performance for next year, was it? Yeah, the next year after that, which was Pinoy Otaku Festival 2023. So we did do a performance there, and I think prior to that, I think on in their home province, Shia and Cook did do a local performance in their own province, which is really cool. And I also helped with choreography and stuff, so that was really fun. And then what else did we do? Um, I think we also kept releasing covers. I think that was pretty much it because I think other than that we were very our perform we didn't really get have much time to perform much because we had our own different schedules. Our schedules weren't aligned. Bit of a hiatus after Pinoy Taco Festival, and yeah, and then I think that was mostly it. We just mostly just did covers after that, so just covers or like if she or Cook had some appearances, I think they would also go in in their province, but like for me and Jin, so that was mostly what happened to Popose, and then eventually around February of 2025, we decided to disband. So that was kind of like the end of Popose, but it was really sad because unfortunately, due to like a lot of conflicting, there was uh some like rough spots, but like eventually we all talked together and we decided like it was best for us to disband. So yeah. Mhm. That was pretty much it, but we all ended up in a good note. We're all still friends,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I mean, like it is a good starting point to like actually start performing on stage with that group, and then at least you're on ending things on good terms. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're having a little bit of an audio delay. I don't know if that's my end or your end, but it's totally fine. It's usually
It's okay.
it's usually episodes with technical difficulties that are probably the best. So yeah.
Oh, that's a big slate.
So it was so after pre-pupose, I'm gonna guess you might as well just talk about Zoo, I guess, because like you
Hmm.
formed Zoo prior to Muse Kiss, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so might as well talk about that. So how did you first meet Ziam?
Oh, I met Zium. Okay, I actually met Zium when I was still a member of Pipa Pose. We were still um starting on Facebook, and we all created our own like account, like our own separate accounts on Facebook. And ourselves known and stuff, and so we were discovering the idol scene. Like we were slowly discovering the idol scene at the time, and I saw Zium in on Facebook, and yeah, like she was a member of at the time of this group called Starlight. They were like a 5 piece too, and yeah, I think we didn't really interact much at the time when I was still at interact a bit, but not really much. And then, but around around like Pinoy Taco Festival 2023, she did come to our booth to like come watch us, and I think it was really sweet, even if we barely interacted. She recognized us, and I think it was really nice to like see her and her other members also who also came. But I think around after that, like there was this like anime event that happened sometime after. I think it was like a this idol group chat that is now defunct, where she was like asking like, is anyone here going to this event? And I was like, oh, I'm coming. So yeah, we decided to meet up there, and we kind of like talked more. That's how we um talked a lot, and then grow more bonds, and then we out more often, and then after that we just like had this like natural like chemistry that was forming, and it was really cool because I felt like I had another person that I can relate to and stuff, and we were just like riffing, and like our energies were like in sync, even if like it was a bit slightly different, but it was like we were like mind melding together in a way. We also were like, hey, why don't we try out this, like come over to this dance studio. Let's rent a room for a bit, and then let's try to do a TikTok dance together. So I went, and then I came, and then we learned this dance. But it was like it was somehow magical when we learned it, because I picked up the dance really fast, and then she was also surprised. I was also surprised, and so after that, it just felt like magic, and we were like, we have to perform together. It just felt like destiny at that point. So eventually, um, we was just collabing together. So we'd be like, oh, it's Fromaju and ZML together. We're performing, and yeah, so like, oh, Fromaju of Pupus and ZML of Starlight, they're performing together. So we started off as that, and then eventually, what happened is, and then eventually after that, ZU became a thing. So, yay.
Yeah. Because,
Yeah.
yeah, as I said earlier, that you was the first time I discovered you. And like you first, you guys officially debuted in March earlier this year, right? Officially.
Yes. Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
um, with that, like, how was that like first official performance compared to like the other ones where it's just like you of another group and then ZM of like another group?
I feel like somehow it just really solidified. Like, I mean, we do like collab a lot. Like, we've done like 2 prior collab stages before, but I feel like putting this label just has this like, it really cemented our image, because we were like, actually ZU, but yeah, we just crafted this image of, or like this branding of ourselves, that that we wanted together, and we formed this type of like image, or like this, and like finally performing what we've practiced, into like this whole stage. It just felt so surreal somehow, like, oh my god, it was just so rewarding, honestly. Like, yeah.
I see. So, with that group, with the subunit, like, what did you usually perform? Oh, 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 oh. Okay.
It was
Whoops.
very rewarding, especially glancing at Zium. Oh, yeah, I kept glancing to Zium to see if she was doing good, if she's doing good, and we were just really in sync. We were just really feeling it, and it was just the best feeling ever, honestly, to be finally not just like two collaborators, but like as Ziu officially. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
See. Um, yeah. So it is good to have like that official label as an official group. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Do you remember the set list that you did? I remember it was like 3 songs, right? Hmm?
Oh yeah. Uh yeah, it was Beaten Angel, I think. Yeah, Beaten Angel by Maki and Rin from Love Live. It was Any Angle by Noah, which was pretty popular. It was popularized by I think it's because I think we chose those songs because being an angel obviously because we were big fans of Love Live. Zium is a big Maki stan. She really likes Maki, and I was like, oh, what if we just perform this song? And she's like, I'll be Maki immediately, and of course I had to give it to her.
I see. Okay. One thing. We're gonna go to we're gonna go to the BRB screen for 1 second.
Classic.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Oh.
Yeah. 1 second. We're gonna go to the BRB screen. Hang on for a bit. It'll load back in. Hello. Oh.
Hello.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that.
Hi.
Internet problems.
Sorry.
But you know what? It's fine.
Yeah.
but
We're Gucci.
yeah. So Be an Angel, and then you also did 3 by Kobo and Marine, right?
Yes, we did. We call it I. I don't know. I don't really know how people pronounce it. But we say I because that's the song title. I think because they say it right.
I usually call it
But-
3, but I don't think
Really?
I don't think it's called 3 though. Yeah.
Yeah, we call it I because they say like, oh, who's the people? And like, oh, it's like locked into me like, oh, ooh, yeah. So yeah, and then we did Any Angle by Noah, which is the na 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 yoko kara mite wa na that one, which is like I think it was really pop. It was a TikTok trend back in the day, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. I think we decided on a set list because it was I don't know, I feel like cuz one Beat an Angel cuz you know, Love Live classic, so we wanted something people were familiar with and then no Any Angle because it was trending, and then I because it was also fairly popular, but also like a certain friend of mine was like, "Hey, you know what? Because who was also a friend of Zium's too. He was like, you know what song would be really good for you two to sing? You'd probably really be good with performing I." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so we took that to heart somehow. I was a big fan of Hololive back in the pandemic, and then until now. And then Zium was slowly getting into VTubers herself, so I sent her the link, and she enjoyed it really much. I think we had the most fun performing I and like practicing it and then recording like the backing track for it. It was really fun, and yeah, I think ever since then we've never took out I ever in our set list. It's our like staple essentially. So yeah.
So you debuted March. How many other performances did you have as that subunit like this year?
After that, we've had one after March. We had one in April. Was it April? Like I think one. I think there's one in April. Aprilish. I think two in April. Yeah. It was POF 2025 and Pinoy Otaku Festival 2025, and then we had FanFest. Also, I think in April. Please fact check me, someone. You should remember more things, but yeah. And then we also had what else? I know we had more. I think, and then yeah, Philippine Game Show was one of them, and I think that's it. Wait, so I think we did like more, but I can't remember. But something, yeah, I think it was Phil, Pinoy Taco Festival, and then um Fan Fest, and then Philippine Game Show. I think, yeah, that should be it. Oh wait, no, yeah, there was Idol Matsuri, but we didn't. We performed. We posted it at. We announced it on the ZU page, but we were just performing like solo stages. But it counts.
Yeah.
I guess it. I will. I'd gladly say it counts. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like that is a lot of performances, I'd say, for like
Honestly,
the year.
I was honestly really surprised. Like ever since, like as soon as we fully launched, we just had so much like activity. I was like, oh my god, we're actually doing so well. Hello, we're honestly both of us, especially Zium, and it's honestly insane, and we're so lucky to have so much opportunities. Just that, honestly, it's amazing.
Mm. So with this duo, what are some things that you would like to achieve, like in the future, with ZM?
Ooh, what I'd like to achieve in the future? Definitely, personal goal of mine. I really want ZU to make a name. Like I want us to be like have like be a more recognizable name. I guess in the scene. I think we're still like starting off, but like I really hopefully we can like work harder to like have like some like just just to be more known. I think it'll be fun. I guess, and then maybe one day I would love to release some music with her. I think it'll be really fun because I know that Zium has released a few singles. She knows a bit of music prod. She's pretty good with. She's like the mixer type person, so she's really good with that. So I really want to make some songs with her, and we kind of have like yeah, we kind of have like a we're kind of still on the works of what we're doing, but like hopefully one day we'll actually get the song. So yeah.
I mean, I do love idols or idols in general that have like original music. So it is definitely a step up from
Honestly,
covers. So
definitely. Like hopefully one day that'll be fun.
so with that, with ZU, might as well move on to MuseKiss and talk about that group or the group. So
Yay!
because you weren't an original member, like originally forming in the group. You were like later added into the group, right?
Yes, definitely.
So it was because yeah, you were like prior to being an official member, you were technically a guest at what was it, Cosplay Matsuri 2023 and like several other performances.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
how did you like get in contact with the other members of MuseKiss?
Ooh, well, originally I was familiar with the name with their group because I've seen them on social media, and I did get to when I was in Cosplay Mania, I think when they did a performance in 2022. I didn't watch it locked by it was in a different stage that I had no access to, but yeah, I we were aware of them, and then I think it was a I I eventually I got into this auditions for like a maid cafe event type thing, and coincidentally one of the members, Sunny, was part of that. And um during the interview stage, she was one of the like panelists for that, and that's how I got to meet her. And then eventually we started getting close, and then eventually so came along with the other members, so got more close after that. And then um while like other like while that's happening, sometimes when I'm sure that I'm still a member of People Plus at the time, so like I always had to make sure to I always had to like ask permission to my to Pose if like, hey, can I perform with Musicus for a bit? And you know, they'd always be were kind enough to always like be like, yeah, sure, go for it. So there was that. And yeah, we've been like really close knit with the members ever since. And sometimes if there was, yeah, around that time, around cosplay Matsuri, I think Clove was unavailable for the time, so I had to fill. They were like, "Hey, can you fill in?" And I was like, "Sure." So that's how I became a guest member for Musicus at the time. But yeah, I've been helping out, but you know, we were very close until one day. Yeah. Musicus. No, not Musicus. People Plus disbanded, right? So I don't have a group anymore, and around like sometime after that, they contacted me and saying like, hey, we're looking to find like we were looking to find more members, would you be interested in joining our group? And I was like, you know what, why not? So I joined them, and here I am.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a good like transition because at least you were, I guess you knew the members prior to like actually joining. So yeah.
Yeah,
So would
definitely.
so would so ZM joined around the same time as you or no?
I think so. I think because Starlight. Yeah, I think so. But Starlight did disband like earlier, like last year, I think, like 2024, not last year, but yeah, 2024, like early 2024. And then, but I think she was more focused on like she wanted to do like a solo career at some point, and then so she focused on that first, and then eventually we were friends, and then we did the collabs and stuff. And then I think yeah, around the same time ish, she like um got casted got invited to join the group, I think. Yeah.
Hmm. So now with now that you're in the group, like what makes it different from being in your very first group or like performing solo? We'll talk about that later, but like what is the
Mm.
difference between all three?
Well, I think hmm well, I think for a group, definitely for compared to Piva Pose, because Piva Pose we were mostly like a rap based group, so uh clearly there was less rapping. But which I didn't mind, honestly. I didn't mind. I like singing anyway and dancing. I think dancing was more my forte, so I got to like dance more with Muskis, and then NZU. And then yeah, I think I don't know, I think yeah, that's basically the only difference. There was just less rap, but there are um chances. They said like, oh, if there's a song that we'd love to do and then there's rap in it, we'd like you to be part to do that. And I'm like, no problem. So that's basically it. And then compared to like comparing ZU to Musekiss, I think since there's 5 members now, I think the choreography, like, we can do so much more dynamic things in stage. Like, we can do like more harmonies and more dynamic, like like formations in like choreography and stuff. I think that's what's more advantageous of like comparing like being in a group as to being into like a group like Muskis rather than ZU, which is like just the two of us. So there's like much like there's not much you can do stuff on stage, but it's like just too it's very limited, I
Limited,
guess.
yeah.
Is what I'd like to say, yeah, in a way. Yeah. And then for PO Plus, I think we were mostly like rapping, so there was not much you can do with choreography. I mean, I tried to like implement a bit of choreography, but it was just mostly like us ad-libbing and like just doing this on stage. So yeah, so it's definitely more performance based in music. There's a lot more singing and dancing rather than just gesturing. So yeah.
So now being in Muse Kiss, what are some songs that you usually have in your set list?
Ooh, I think our current set list consists of Otona Blue, which is like I think our most known like song that we cover. It's really fun because Sunny is usually like the center person. She's essentially like the Suzuka. She just becomes Suzuka every time she performs it, and I think it's really fun to see like I mean we all have fun to do it, and in our current performance of it, our version of it, we um we give lines to we separate the Suzuka lines into with two more to the different members, and we have a more comedic spin, I guess, to it. Yeah, to have Gokuraku Jodo by Garnadelio, which is I think a very iconic song and like the Odorite like scene, I think. Yeah. Um on we performed it live before during our official reveal as Muskis, but like Sushi, remember Sushi was on vacation leave at the time, and she wasn't able to like commit to she wasn't there on stage with us, but she was there in the audience watching, and so it was really nice to see her like like still support us. But yeah, if she were to be the center, she would be the center of Gokuro Jodo, and I know that because like she would be very graceful. Like she's very um yeah, she's just very graceful when she moves on stage, and I think the song really embodies her. Yeah. And then we also have by Wasta, Saijo Q Paradox, which is actually a pre-para song. Yeah. Which is really fun to do. It's I think it's a song that they used to do before back then. But we performed it again as 4 and 5 soon. And it's really fun because yeah, because it's a very like typical cutesy idol song. It's very energetic, very hype, and ZM's the center for that song, and I think it's really fun to just to see her like really enjoy herself and get just be the the absolute cutest just for performing that song. So it's really fun to see her like blossom in that. And then we have Hare Hare Yukai, which is like I mean who doesn't know Hare Hare Yukai, right? Am I right?
Right.
So yeah, and um I got to be the center for that, and it's really fun because Haruhi Suzumiya is. I mean, she's a legend. She's an icon. So it was fun to like kind of like have that like diva moment somehow. So yeah, those are usually our current like rotation of songs that we do.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember like the Hara Hara Yukai like clip. Either I first
Oh,
I saw it and I'm like, yeah, wow, and I think that would have been like right after I followed you guys, but like I saw that I'm like then I got really
really?
interested in Muse Kiss.
Oh, is
So
it the one where like Is that the one where Zium like makes a mistake? Is that the one?
I think it's that one.
Yeah. She specifically requested me to like make a reel with that cause like I got you, girl. I got you. But yeah.
Hmm. Um. So with Muse Kiss, what are some goals you have in mind now that you're in the group?
Oh. Oh God. Well, definitely I would really love to make more internet content with Musicus. I feel like because I think what's something that I really want to improve is I want to improve our social media presence of the group online, and the members also share the same sentiment. So we're all trying our best to like come up with some ideas. We're researching a lot, and finding all the nice trends and cool stuff we can do to like put ourselves out there. And so yeah, so I've been helping out, trying to um be like the social media like person. So I'm usually the one like posting and stuff, and we're also planning some future like content, like not just live performances, because I feel like if we mostly just I really love to have more variety in our content, rather than just like posting our live performances. So yeah, so we want to do more like short form content, long form content, that kind of stuff. So that's what I really want. That's one of our big goals, I think, for the group, especially since our schedules don't really align as much in terms of performances. Hopefully like we can, with the time that we have, we can also like align to like just film some stuff every now and then. So there's that.
Hmm.
And also hopefully one day we can release some music too, because I mean it's every group seem to release music. So hopefully one day we get to release a song, and that would be an honor to be on it. And maybe I want to rap, I because also I have like a rapping background on quotes, because I'm not really a rapper. I just like to practice rap, but I'm I hopefully want to like write a rap verse, definitely, for the song. I think that'll be really fun. So
Yeah. Looking forward to that whenever it happens. Yeah. Uh, I guess on the topic of like talking about your group, we might as well talk about the scene in general. So like, as someone, an
oh
outsider, in the U.S., I have no idea what the
hmm.
Filipino idol scene is like. So, what is it like there?
You want to know? Oh, well, definitely, I can definitely say that it's a very diverse crowd. Like, we have like three major regions, right? So we have Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. And so, like, each scene is so, I mean, it's just so diverse. And there's a lot of like different groups with different concepts. And it's just, there's so many different people who want to like perform on stage. And I think it's really fascinating to see what type of concept that they're going for, or like what style of songs or like performances that they're doing. It's just really fascinating to see this much variety in in the scene. But it's actually been the scene actually has been around for like even before I was around here. Like there are like groups that were like that have been formed like more than 10 years ago, which is crazy for me especially. So it's really fun. But I think what really it was like a really smaller community back then. But then I think around when Love Live started to become more popular, and then eventually you heard of MNL48?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
their version of AKB, right?
I think currently, yeah. It's like the sister group, and which is really fun because I think like people being inspired by ML48, or like people who didn't like. I heard like some people who didn't get to who okay. Oh, yeah. And there are some uh people who didn't really necessarily get to who didn't make the cut for MNL. Like they also went out to make their own groups and stuff. And there's also yeah, like there's a lot of people, like a lot of different backgrounds too. Like I think that's really cool. Like especially I think as of right now, I think the idol community and the cosplay community are kind of like in this Venn diagram, some sorts, where a lot of cosplayers also want to try their hand on performing, and I think it's really cool to see them like their explore more of their options. I think so. You'll mostly see a lot of um cosplay idol groups happening in the scene. There's a lot of there's like a bunch of Love Live cosplay groups too, but there's also your share of like not cosplay. I don't know what to call them, like the not really cosplay idol groups. So like like us. So yeah, it's just a lot of things going on. There's like different concepts. There's also like even like genders. There's like all girls. There's like co-ed. There's a couple of like all boys, but it's like kind of rare. But it's just really fun and a lot. And usually we perform in um uh like like a bunch of different events, like all sorts of events. But mostly you'll get to see the idol scene in like cosplay or anime or gaming events type stuff. Yeah.
See. Cause like in the States we all have like idol showcases and conventions and stuff, but in the recent
Oh.
years we've had standalone events, like US Idol Fest, like
Oh,
God,
I've heard.
the one with Kikihime and Pengi and Phoebe, and like a bunch of those. Like, do you?
I think I've seen those online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, is there like any plans to have standalone events outside of like conventions like that over there?
I know there used to be a couple back in the day, but I wasn't active, so I wouldn't really know. But I knew there was there happened before. But I think there have been some talks, but I don't see anything really like much fulfilled. But I think a couple that I think I remember attending was Idol Fair before. It was really a small event, and then there was also um uh what was it, like Idol Matsuri, but it was like it's a different Idol Matsuri. So like there's been Idol Matsuri, yeah, which is by Fundum, I think. Yeah, so there have been attempts at a standalone event, but I think the times when the first Idol Matsuri that happened, I think, was what was it? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. It was a tie-in to like a different con, so it wasn't exactly standalone, but it was kind of like in partnership with this event. But then, there also had, and then yeah, in this mall, it was a different Idol Matsuri. So me and Zion were there as ZU. So that was another standalone event, but it was really small. But in the future with like more idols, not really sure. I'm not that aware if people are making more standalone events, but honestly, I hope there would be more because I think they'll. be a fun sure about that, really. So yeah.
All right. So, we're gonna go to the BRB screen again. 1 second. Loading back in, hopefully. Alrighty, we're back.
Oh,
So
we're back.
it was
Yeah.
we were talking about like standalone events did happen sometimes, like years prior, but like now they don't, right? Oh.
Yeah. It was what? Hello.
Okay. So
Yes.
I don't know if you heard me, but like there was like some standalone events in the past, but now not really like currently, right?
Yeah, there were attempts like again like Idol Matsuri back with me and ZU, and then there's a few. I don't remember another one. I knew there was another one. Like much attempt.
Sorry about that, guys. All right. Do you just try to talk for like I don't know if it's my end or your end.
I
but-
bet people are cooking because I know it's a big demand for it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, like yeah, I couldn't get like their what you said.
Yeah. The Filipino internet buff is yeah.
Ay, nako. But yeah.
Hello. Heard you speak Filipino.
I
Hello.
But okay. So hopefully there's more. Moving on.
Hopefully.
So you performed in a duo. You performed in a group. You also had like some solo performances, right? So like
Yes.
how do you balance out all three? I guess being a soloist, being a group, being in a duo. You know.
Mm, well, I try my best to like really space out my events and stuff, and I make sure like my member like my members and stuff are like okay and everything. I like clear communication. I think that's the big key into like balance and things happen. So if there are events that we want to do, we'll focus on that, and then we always make sure that try to like uh balance out your schedules and stuff. So I think that's kind of like the key to making sure like group or like solo. I like just exploring what I can do, and if there's opportunities for me and Ziam, or there's opportunities for Musekiss or any other thing I'd like to collaborate, or any people I'd love to collaborate with. I think just the key is just communication and just like planning things out, being really concise with your plan. And I think once that comes into fruition, I think smooth sailing from here on out. So
I see. Well, yeah. Internet's kind of bugging out, but we'll truck through this. Where was I?
yes.
Oh my god. So
Same.
I guess since we have a lot of idols that watch the show, do you have like any
Mm.
general advice that you would tell them?
Oh my gosh. I think hmm I think if you're really passionate about something, like I think just keep pushing yourself on that passion, and if that spark has somehow lost, just find a way to like reignite that spark, I think, because what really keeps me motivated is just, um just finding different like keys of motivation. So like, like fans, or like doing this one song, a specific song, like just find something that will really help you boost your motivation to like keep pursuing what you're doing. For that drive, that push to allow yourself to create, or like, you know even if you don't like, even if sometimes you're like in a rut, I feel like I think that's my general advice out there.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So you do want to like, you have plans to have original music for, I guess, for Ziu and for Musekiss, and I guess as a soloist. Um, what else do you want? What else do you want to like achieve throughout your idol journey?
Ooh, that's a lot. I do want to. I think a goal for me, I would love to perform on like, there are these theaters in the Philippines. There's this theater in uh San Juan, I think. It's called oh wait, no. No, it's not in San Juan. It's in Cubao. It's called Viva Cafe. It's like this um cafe, like diner restaurant type thing, and they have like this big stage, and a lot of like idols, like more like Filipino local artists perform there. And somehow I really want, I've watched or like be part of a stage there one day. And then a bigger stage I want to perform in is in, it's in, I forget where it is, but Aliw Theater. It's like this really pretty cool theater. I think a lot of, there's, I think, a P-pop group that has done a concert there, if I'm not mistaken, and I would love for Mewtwo or Musekiss to perform there, or whoever. But I just want to perform that stage. I think it'll be really fun to like just at least have some people in the audience. Like, that'll be really fun for me. I also want to make a music video. I would love to make music videos, and then just or like, oh, and maybe um like a variety series for Muskis, like just us making content like do vlogs or like game. We'd also love to like collaborate with some idols too. I think that'll be the dream, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that'll happen. Like I do want to see I guess more collaboration with other groups or like, internationally. Who knows? Yeah. What else? Um I guess hey, you know what? Is there like anyone in the Taiga Edo scene that you really look up to, or like any VTuber, or like, who
Oh,
inspires you?
there's so many. There's so many. Like I think I'm such a lurker on Twitter. Like I just watch I saw all these like groups, and I'm just like this heart eyes on everyone because they're all so talented. But I think a group some people I really look up to, I think, is Paida. Definitely, I love her sound. She's so cool. And then there's Wooly, um Sunnysaurus. Who was there? Like I like Phoebe. Phoebe's one of, because Pinoy, but other than that, she's really cool. She's really cool. I just love that she's also a VTuber too. There's also, they're not an idol, but I like um Kiana Key Sweets. She's a choreographer. She's choreographed for Kiara, Takanashi Kiara, I think. Yeah. She did like Do You, and I think Pineapple. She did a bunch of songs for Kiara, like choreographies for Kiara. And then there's Jujubon. I love I don't know, they have really cool choreographies. Don't you know I like dancing?
Oh,
I love them. They're so inspiring. And then um I also being Moni Bagel. How do you pronounce her name? Moni
money?
Bagel. Yeah, and
Oh,
her music group. I love their stuff. I think I would love to. Oh,
I think that is what is causing this.
but like other than the Kai guy, I've been lately into iLife. Can
Mm,
I just plug it out there? I've been really into iLife. It's just like a J-pop group, and yeah, they're kind of like my main inspiration for like just to like keep improving myself. So hopefully, yeah, they're really cool, and I like them all. But yeah, and then for other than that, like I really just follow a lot of Japanese choreographers, like people who make like choreography for like Fruit Zipper, like Lovesick, iLife, all the other things. And it's just really cool to see like the people behind the scenes most of the time. So I like look up to like the choreographers and all the producers and everything. So I just love watching all the people behind the scenes and stuff. Or even like I follow like iLife's graphic artist. That, which is really random, but like it's just really fun. Other than seeing, like looking up to the idols, I like looking up to the people who are behind the magic behind the idols. So I think those are the other people I tend to like look up to, especially people who, again, like Sunny or like Paida or like Wooly, who like also do everything but mostly by themselves. So I think that's also really admirable.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. We are slightly closing into uh time here. So I guess like one last question. Um of like what would the current you, if you went back in time, what would you tell like the Jew that was the you that was about to debut? Whoa. Delay. Time. Oh, wow. It is really bad, eh? We're doing ASL? Oh, shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, it cut out. It's super duper cut out. All right. 1 second. BRB. One more time. Ooh. Alrighty. It'll load back in.
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hi.
Yeah. That it. Yeah. Know what? Yeah. I've been there. The internet is not great. It definitely does not help the bus, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah.
Why does the Wi-Fi hate me? I'm kidding.
But yeah. Where was I? Oh, what would the current you tell the you that was about to debut?
Oh my god. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, I think just try not to overthink as much and just have fun with your with Pose. Just have the fun of the time of your life, honestly. And just rock it. Yeah.
I see. All right.
Just rock it. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna take it home, but yeah, we have like one last segment called the worst pep talk ever, where I, give you the guest a really bad pep talk. I don't know why we do this. I don't know why people like this, but we keep doing it. So here it is for 1 minute. Boom.
I mean, pep talk is a pep talk.
Pep talk's a pep talk. Dude, keep doing what you're doing. I do love that, I was able to find an idol group in the Philippines for like out of nowhere, because I didn't even know there was a scene over there. So yeah, I do want to see you one day perform live IRL, maybe like in a couple months from now, who knows. But you, like, judging from like the footage that you gave me to edit into an intro, and like from the YouTube videos, you are an amazing performer, and I do want to see you keep on going. So yeah, please keep on going, and maybe one day you can travel here to the States, maybe for USIF. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? We love international idols here, so who knows? But yeah, keep on going. Yeah, you are actually really cool, and I really, really do want to see you. So yeah, that has been a minute 6 seconds. Yeah, that was not great.
I'm kidding.
But yeah.
Oh, you thought I'm kidding. I'm really touched, honestly. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I would love to bring Musekiss to the America. Musekiss with the US, like Musekiss. So it's like MJU:S kiss. Musekiss. We're waiting.
We're waiting.
Take us.
Ashes, if you somehow watch this, please take note of the Filipino scene. But yeah, if you haven't already followed Ju yet, follow Ju. over there in their card.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also follow MuseKiss on there. I'm pretty sure it's on there too.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a Beacons AI, I think. A Beacons side. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Thank you so much for being here on this interview. We'll think of something that'll probably improve upon this, but we'll talk about that later.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So take care. The VOD will be up tomorrow. I will try to do something to fix this, but see you next week. Next Saturday, for another Idoleyez. Yeah. Take care. Brush hair. Be kind. Rewind. We'll be going to the ending screen. Bye.